For this meeting, we're going to perform non-inverting and voltage follower operational amplifier configuration circuits. You will notice that in this example, our input is now connected to our non-inverting terminal. Then the resistor R1 is connected to the ground as well as to the inverting terminal. This circuit is the same as the circuit from last time, except that our input now is connected to the non-inverting terminal. Same process will be done when you run your simulation. So just click this icon, then you will arrive at your various parameters such as output current, input current, the output voltage, and the other values. And as we have discussed from last time, you will notice that the current across the output of your capacitor is just the sum of your IF, so current that flows through R2, as well as the current that flows from your R3. So V out or I out is just equal to IR2 plus IR3. Now I'm going to introduce another method on how to compute for the gain. So to compute for the gain, you just need to click this SPICE directive, then add dot measure. So we have used measure from last time. AV is just a variable that we could assign for the voltage gain. Then for the parameter, which is to get the voltage gain, it is just equal to V out divided by V out divided by V in. So just click OK, then place it here. So when you run your simulation, you will not be able to see this AV parameter. Instead, go to View and SPICE error log. Then look for the computation of your voltage gain. So the answer is 3.00. So that will be the result for the computation of your voltage gain. So if you need to answer, this will be the final value for your voltage gain. So from the example from last meeting, aside from the DC, we have our AC analysis. So for the AC analysis, same process will be done, except of course we are going to have an input of a sine wave. So let us just assume an input of 0, 1, and 1K. And I already have added that measure param VOPP divided by VIPP. So output voltage peak to peak and input voltage peak to peak. For us to determine the output for us to be able to determine the voltage gain of the circuit, So given this another circuit wherein you have 5K and 3K, you could just run your simulation and view your SPICE error log. So in here, you're able to get the peak-to-peak output voltage, the current across IR3, current across IR2, then I out. So we already determined that, which is equal to the total current VI peak to peak. This is just the input voltage. So we have assigned 1, so just double it, so that will be 2 volts peak to peak. And for the voltage gain, so VO peak to peak divided by VI peak to peak, that is equal to 2.67. So that will be the gain for this circuit. So basically, the analysis for inverting and non-inverting circuits, they are almost the same, except of course the configuration. The configuration is just that the input for non-inverting is directly connected to your non-inverting, while for inverting, your input is connected to your inverting terminal. And you can also notice that the output voltage is the same as the input voltage. Unlike from the previous circuit from last week, the output is inverted compared to the input. So you can see here, this is our output waveform, the blue one, and the input waveform is the green one. They are at the same phase. So they are, that's why it's called non-inverting. Unlike from the experiment last week, both the V in and V out are out of phase. So for this meeting, so just do the simulations for activity 3 and 4, then just submit one report for the 2 given activities. After you have tried this, then that's the time you do the activity, the PDS activity. So that would be it for today. So if you have any questions, you can just use our GC for certain clarifications with regards to this. So thank you and have a nice day.